Yusuf. I was born in Colombia. I came to Vancouver 8 years ago. When I was a child, I was very happy boy. Like we like to enjoy life a lot, play outside a lot, and sometimes we go with the grandma. We go to the church. Her church was very quiet church in terms of imagine, no imagine, nothing like that in the church. Well, my mom, she basically followed Catholic. Yeah, but like I was saying, my grandma, she followed evangelical religion. And my mom followed Catholic. With my mom, we go to Catholic church, but with my grandma, we go to evangelic church. And made difference in between the Catholic church. They praise the Trinity, but evangelical church, there's only one God, right? So when I was 9 to 10, I started doing the catechesis, they say, to becoming Catholic, and they take you to shore and they put some water on you, which is in this day you becoming Catholic, right? And then you are part of the shore, and then you have a godmother, which is responsible for you in case your mother die, correct? So I started doing this, going to shore almost every Sunday and Saturday. And then after that, when they're finished, they do a party. The day they throw the water on your head and all that. They do a party celebration and a lot of cakes and food and all that. But after that, I continued going because I have a relationship with the priest, and somehow the priest he let me wear some dress, and I stand by him on the sermon, and the night sermon on the church, or sometimes on Sundays morning, I stay by him and I help him with the sermon. And then sometimes there's a little bread, in Spanish we call it hostia. La hostia, and then I send it to him, and he give it to the people one by one. The people line up, and he give it in the mouth one by one. I used to stay by him the whole 1 hour and a half of the sermon. And then it was a couple of months, about maybe 8, 6, 7 months. And after that, I stopped going, and I continued my life as any other normal citizen from Colombia. Well, from my family, I had two brothers, one sister. My brothers, they as a child, I don't think they experienced any religious life. But one of them, right now, he actually like Islam. He actually, I think he already converted to Islam. But I don't have much contact with them because I stopped seeing them since, I believe, 16 years ago. So I haven't seen them since then, but we contact by phone and things like that, right? My sister, she passed away when she was about 17. My father, I didn't grow up with my father. My father, he was never there, but he was in a different country. I contact with him, but I never seen him since I was 9. So, but my mother, she always there, and she also passed away when I was 17. Then about a few months, 3, 4 months after that, I was sitting by my neighborhood, because in my neighborhood there's a lot of Muslims, at least maybe 10 Muslims who live there. One of the center used to be by my house, but I never went there. I always see that they have a gathering, and they have, like, some people, they go out there and they say, oh, we eat with the Muslim, and they give us food and this and that, right? And also, it's always be they have the tabir, the thing that we do, Allahu Akbar and all that, right? And people like it, I like it, I wanted to have one too. Everybody in the neighborhood, they want to have those things. But in reality, I never got one. And after my mom died, 4 months after, there was a brother, his name is Justo. So his name in Islam is Adel, right now. And he said he was sitting by us. We was talking with my friends, and I was saying that I wanted to go to the United States, that I need to learn English, that I need to go to the United States. So he told me, why don't you come to our center? I teach you English for free. He told me. I said, okay, if it's like that for free, I go and learn, why not? So we set up a day and, okay. So then I started believing, because of this, I started believing that this is what Allah wanted from me, because I didn't look for this, it came to me, right? So then he took me to the center, and then there was two classes. There was an English class and there was an Islamic class. So I went to the English class for a couple of days, but about maybe the second days, I switched. I switched to Islamic class. I just sit there and start listening. And then about the fifth time that I went, the fifth time that I went, I started asking questions to them. And then they become more serious, and then I take the Bible, and then we just have argument, like real good arguments. I was starting asking all kinds of questions. Why do I have to change my Bible, and why do I have to believe in Muhammad Prophet? And so it's a lot of answer and a lot of, especially with the Trinity, that was really, really, really good, convinced, for me, the oneness of the one God. Having my period, remember of my grandma, how she believed in God, So for about 6 months, I continue going to the center. And this 6 months, I'm not Muslim yet, but I already feel a part of them. And they already welcome me like I'm a Muslim. And there was actually 4 more friends of me. We used to go to the same class of Islam to listen to the same Islam. And they didn't convert, and they didn't have no intention to convert. I guess the Muslim, they can see that they're not actually inside the what's going on in the moment. They're not really questioning, they're not really paying attention. They just go because of the flow, I guess. They want to follow the flow. But I was very intense. I was asking questions, and I was the one who responded, and I was the ones who write anything or whatever, right? And alhamdulillah, I actually started, having that was the time of the Karbala, Arba'in. Ammar ibn Yasir, for instance, if you hear about his life, you will hear his mother, she became a Muslim. She became a Muslim because she was the daughter who the father swore to God he won't kill. Correct? So these type of things really make you think. For instance, how Ammar ibn Yasir, he touched the statues that she fell, and the question from the mother, and the answer that he gave the mother, right? So alhamdulillah, right? So those things are really true. Bilal, Muhammad Prophet, he bring him from nothing to say the Adhan. So there are things that really touches you, right? Really convinces you from the inside. This is something you should follow. This is something you should go to. For me, it's like God wants me to be in this religion. For me, it's like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has called me. They have a center. It was like a house, right? I think two-floor house, and then in the top floor they had the little carpet in the living room, and there was like a masjid for them, right? For us. And then there is a brother who went to Iran when he was young. He went there for about, I think, nine years. He became chair. So that day he came to the country. And then that day they say, well, we're going to let him take your shahada. And alhamdulillah, I think it was the first night of Ashura. I think it was the first night of Ashura. In the afternoon, they take shahada. I take shahada, alhamdulillah. So when I came to Vancouver, I was living in Houston, Texas. I used to go to mass there, but I don't know, somehow I never found a Shia community, but they do have. They do have. After I was here, I actually get to get in touch with some brother in Houston. So in Houston, I used to go with the Sunni brothers, actually Colombian brothers. I think they was in prison and they become a Muslim while they in prison and jail. So when they come out, I met them and they are already Muslim and they used to have an apartment there. And we used to go and I used to pray with them. I used to pray with them and share with them. But I never say I'm Shia or nothing like that. I just quiet and I just wanted to be with them, right? I just wanted to be around the religion, right? And I used to go some mass in Houston also and met some like Arab people, but I don't interact much. I was very young, I was only 20 years old, right? So then after 8 years, I came to Canada and I say I'm gonna look for the masjid, and then I started looking for masjid. I went to different masjid, but I was living close to a masjid in King George 105. I think it's Anwar, that's the name of the masjid, I believe, I don't remember exactly. I used to go there once in a while. One of the nights I was going there, I saw a muhajiba coming into across the street building, and I saw two of them. And I said, a lot of people going in, but I said, let me see what's going on in there. I just wanted to check. Alhamdulillah, I went to check, and it was Muharram time. I see, mashallah, and then I see the turba of Karbala, and I was so happy about it. I was so emotional. I said, I found what I'm looking for. Alhamdulillah. So for me, I did take Islam very fast. In the beginning of converting, I take everything very fast. Actually, with the coming of the Sheikh actually was for me like a second father. I used to also be with him too. I was like his assistant. Whatever he needs, I was there. Wherever he need to go, I'll go for him. I used to write things for him. He used to tell me, whenever you hear me talking, you learn by heart. Whatever speech that I give, you learn it by heart. He used to tell me, mashallah, I remember all these things. I still talk to him, mashallah, very nice guy. That was one of the experiences that, I left. Alhamdulillah. I believe every Shia is connected to Imam Hussein, very close, and I am, mashallah, connected to Imam Hussein very close as well, Imam Ali, very close. But I really like the life of Imam Zainul Abidin. I read about him and his du'as, the way he performed his life, the way he was so much in sujood. It really touches me, this part of the Imams. It's really touching me that he bite what you call it? He buy a slave just to teach in Islam, just to send them out and spread Islam. It's really, for me, it's really taken care, I really like this channel, Ahlulbayt TV. When I hear about it, I used to watch Ahlulbayt TV almost every day. There was no other material from me and the time to learn Islam but Ahlulbayt TV. I used to learn Ahlulbayt TV every day. In the beginning, when I used to learn Ahlulbayt TV, I didn't eat no meat for 3 months. Because there was a speech that I hear that they were saying that they don't make your stomach how you say, a graveyard, right? Am I saying right? A graveyard, like a cemetery, of animal, right? So I wanted to be away from eating meat. For 3 months, I took it. So I just, alhamdulillah, it was very, Ahlulbayt TV is really, how you say, benefit. Don't go with the flow, first of all. They try to be more curious and understanding. For instance, there are some people out there that they might want to know about Islam, but just because they hear whatever's going on with the media, they stop themselves from seek about knowing Islam or something like that, or from asking a question a friend that they have, or they want to be away from them or things like that, right? So just tell them not to be afraid. Just come and approach them. Just come and ask questions. Come to any mosque, to any center, and ask the question they want to ask, and go to online and really try to identify the lines they're going to get the knowledge from, because not every knowledge of Islam and there is true. Now we have Islam and we have everybody's Muslim, but in the reality, not everything is true. There are a true and there are a false. So just to be careful and try to find the right, inshallah, knowledge. When I come to Islam, we all the same city, there was no Arab people, there was no other people involved, but our own people from their own city, correct? So there is no discrimination there, first of all. Second of all, when I come to other countries, no, alhamdulillah, I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because I hear some other things from some other people that they have some best experience. I thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala because everywhere I go, mashallah, I've been welcome, alhamdulillah. Especially with the Iraqi community here in Vancouver, alhamdulillah, I pray for them, mashallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant them paradise, inshallah, for the efforts that they do. Yeah, for me, alhamdulillah, everything's well. So when I became a Muslim, I used to read the Quran every night before I go to bed, every single night, never miss it. So I used to read a lot of Surah Baqarah, Surah 2 from the Quran. And the beginning of the chapter really touches me. Every time I read it, even now, it still really touches me, because in the chapter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about those who believe. Those who believe in an unseen, and they do the salat, and they pay the zakat. So the unseen is something that makes me really wonder. Now this day, for example, on those times, the unseen for me was first Allah and the resurrection day and everything that we cannot see within us, which isn't us, right? It's between us, but we cannot see them, like the soul. We cannot see the soul, but it's there, right? All these things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created, correct? But then now, my Islam, mashallah, is updated more and more. So now, mashallah, we have more knowledge of Imam Mahdi. And then he becoming also part of the unseen for me. I cannot see him. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk in the Quran about the unseen, I relate the unseen also with Imam Mahdi, right? Also not just Imam Mahdi, but also the Prophet, because I don't see the Prophet. I believe in him, but I didn't see him. I believe in all the Imams. I believe in Imam Ali. I don't see Imam Ali, but I strongly believe in them. So this particular ayah is really, really touching me. I asked the Sheikh in Colombia, Sheikh Munir, I asked him to send me my Fatima Jinnah dua book. I sent him some money and he sent me the book back. And this book, mashallah, has so much relationship with him and with this book. And I recite dua every morning. I recite most of it on Friday morning. I like to recite from the book, the Siyarah to Imam Hussein. And somehow I always keep the book everywhere I go, because every time I pray, I recite the dua in Spanish, because I want to relate, because I don't know Arabic, and I want to relate with the dua actually, right? But I have it in a car and somebody stole it from there. They stole the whole bag. They thought maybe something there. And but alhamdulillah, now I have it again. So inshallah, my spirituality will grow again. But when I lost this book, I feel down. I feel like I wasn't there, like something is not there for me. So, alhamdulillah, this book helps me a lot to get close to Allah, inshallah. Before and after Salatul Fajr, inshallah, if I like to do Salatul Layl a little bit, inshallah, if I feel, sometimes I don't feel like, but sometimes I feel with the necessity of doing Salatul Layl. But for sure, after I told you my sequence. After Salatul Fajr, I like to read Dua Ahad. And then after that, I like to read the Dua morning. And then after that, I do the Dua of the day. And then maybe I read the Dua of the remembers. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised in the Quran to remember you as soon we remember Him. Correct? So I like to read these duas, and also the dua for Imam Ali is a dua. I remember the name of the dua. But it's a dua talks about you are the, for instance, you are the king, and I'm sorry, you are the master and we are the slave. And mashallah, those dua I like to say in the morning. Inshallah, every day if I can, I have the capacities, I do it. First of all, when I read this dua, my whole day is mashallah, alhamdulillah. The day that I don't read it, I don't feel comfortable. So it's definitely a different, right? But sometimes, you know, this dua, they make you cry. They take you from out the dunya, and, you know, they bring you back after when you finish, right? Yeah, alhamdulillah, this book is really good. Also, Dua Kumail. Thursday Dua Kumail, I like to read it. Sometimes I don't go to mass, but it's good to. I know that it's better to go to mass and read it with the community. But I like to read it in Spanish because I feel more. Because I don't know Arabic, so I feel a little bit different. But when I read it by myself in my own language, I connect it to it. I connect with the dua. I connect with my Mali, alhamdulillah. So it's really good, alhamdulillah.